Healthy Body by Sophie, where we move our body in fun ways. So today we are reviewing the Merach Spin Bike CC, not to get it confused with the Merach Bike TT. The difference is that the top weight of the person is a little bit lower. It's 280 pound, and the TT is a little bit higher in it, above 300, I'm guessing, or 300. So the spin bike, Merach CC, the height that the person needs to be at, for the extremes, I'm kind of in the low spectrum, at just over 5 feet. And so I'm gonna unbox it. We're gonna probably spin the process here, but let's get this done. It's supposed to take about 30 minutes or under, so let's see if I can do that. And let's get started. Then we're going to do a fun activity on the bike. I'm gonna learn how to use our app that's connected to Bluetooth once I have the bike all together on my phone, and also I may connect it to my iPad. And I'll show you all this right now. So let's get started.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up your eyes. Take me home.
I mean, I have done some basic triathlon training with a company that was here in Welland once upon a time. Now they are in Port de Lucie in St. Catharines, Ontario.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up your eyes. Take me home, take me to the sky.
Okay, so we have a bike here, the body, and this here is all of the tools we need. You don't even need an attachment. You don't even need Allen keys or screwdrivers. It comes all here, even the 2 AAA batteries, which is the first thing we're gonna do. We're gonna put the AAA battery into the bike. It was in the front. This is the front of the bike here. And we're gonna open that and put our 2 batteries that are going to allow us to connect our bike to the app. Now we can start putting this together. So with this Allen key number 5, I think it is, that's all we need. So this is the back. So in the back we're putting this one. That's good. All right, so let's bolt all of this now.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling.
Alrighty, all done with this. Next, let's put the pedals. So now I'm facing back, so that means this is my left. So it's gonna go this way. We're gonna put that through. So we said, so I'm going counterclockwise to push it in. Counterclockwise here. There you go. And I gotta continue to go counterclockwise here. Let me see how this, counterclockwise.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up your eyes. Take me home.
Okay, so now we're getting that right washer, not washer, bolt, and we're gonna secure it with our tools. There we go. So this key here, this end is for this bolt. Eventually it will fit in it, which is now. Perfect. All right, so we have a pedal on the right, a pedal on the left.
Take me home, take me on a ride.
Okay, so next we have the seats. This is number 10, this is 16, I think is the knob, and 17 is the washer. We have to put the handle adjustable tube. There it goes, you just have to push it down. Definitely can't have it that high for me. I'd say number 2, maybe number 1 might be enough for me, but we'll start here. This is supposed to go in the back, and that goes here. We don't need anything else. It's already there. The bar is already there. So I'm gonna put it more forward, and then you just track it. Once it's in, and you just unscrew it a little bit, and you make it go forward. I'm gonna go kind of as forward as I can. Okay. You have to make sure you're on the line. If you're not on the line, it's gonna miss a hole. There's actually a hole it's supposed to go in. There you go. No? There you go. So you have to make sure you're lining up. Well, it was the reason why I was struggling here. You have to make sure that you actually see the line. If you don't see the line, it's not going to line up. There's actually a hole in there where this is supposed to go into. Alright, so next we have our number 6 handle to assembly to the front of the bike with 2 21 number bolts and a 12 bolt. So let's start, and then we need to use our Allen key.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling.
There we go. So then, yes, the box that goes over top is number 8, the handle decorative cover. That's gonna go over top. That's gonna go in this direction. And we just push this down, just like so. Now, so let's go with this. That's gonna go up here. And it's going to be attached to the side, so let's go one at a time. So as long as you have the bolts lining up with the holes, you're in the game. You have to make sure they line up. And then we'll go into, and then finally get to assembly the bottle cage. The bottle cage is number 4, and those 2 bolts that are left here are bolt number 22 with the B cross wrench as well.
Take me home, take me on a ride. I got a good feeling about the colors lighting up.
Okay, we're pretty much done. All we're left are with the keys, and this is done and installed. I'm gonna step on it to see how it feels and get the proper adjustment for me. Hello, welcome back to Healthy Body by Sophie, where we move our body in fun ways. And here we're doing it on this Merach Spin Bike CC. It's a perfect apparatus to have that's really affordable. You can get it on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime, you get free shipping. And yes, so I'm going to show you how you should be, without your glasses on the glass holder, cup holder, drink holder. But I was getting prepped for later on when I'm going to be working with the app. But I want to show the proper way to move this bike before we get on it, now that it's set, all put together at my adjustments. So let's say I have it in the corner here and I want to move it where it was just a moment ago, about here. So I'm holding on with my hands and then I'm just gonna bring one leg in front while it's still tilted and put my foot on the front bar and slowly drop it down. That's how you do it safely. Use those handles. I already adjusted it to fit for my shoe. Make sure you have the shoe go all the way in, so that usually you have a little plastic in front of the shoe. Make sure that it goes through that hole in the front. And then here, if it's stuck in here, like so, make sure you undo that. And then you're gonna push like so here. That's gonna, by pressing this top lever with the back, it's going to free the strap to be moved, because this is magnetic resistance as opposed to friction resistance, and it's super quiet, much more quieter than our really high-end cycling bike, which makes it friction resistance. So there for that, when you do want to stop, you push on this button that will instantly stop you while you're spinning. And to make it harder, you're gonna turn to your right to make it easier, all the way going counterclockwise, then it will be easiest. Going all the way clockwise makes it the toughest. Is about, well, there is 100 different speed level. Okay, so I'm going to remove the information that I have here on the sticky pad. That's going to allow me to put my iPad or my phone. Okay, let's hop on here. I have my drink behind me. I have my pedals adjusted. My seat is adjusted to forward, because this here, this handle cannot be adjusted back. So since it's only in that angle and you can only go up and down in that direction, I needed the seat a bit more forward. All right, so here we're gonna add an equipment, which right now we wanna add an exercise bike. So here is a Merach MR 667 E7BB. Guidance to cycling. How about we do guidance to cycling, because we probably all should know guidance to cycling, right? So let's see what's on here. So CJ is the coach doing this class, and it's an ultra burning class, distance 8.3 kilometers. I'm going in kilometers because the metric system is what's used around the globe anyhow. That's the more commonly used, the metric system, and that's what is used here in Canada where I live, and even where I grew up, that's what was used. So I'm going with the metric system, or kilometer for the distance. Consumption would be in kcal. That's gonna make me burn 174 calories and a maximum frequency of RPM of 80. All right, so what else do we have? There's going to be 1 minute introduction, 4 minute warm up, 8 minute relaxed, 13 minute aerobic, 5 minutes anaerobic, and that's going to be where you're going to be anaerobic, so be ready for that one, and 3 minute stretching and 1 minute feedback at the end. Now these are Merach classes. We also could connect with Swift and Novak, I think it's called, or something like that. Like I said, I'm completely new to this kind of stuff, never taken a spin class or anything like that. But I'm fairly rounded knowledgeable person with being able to tackle at pretty much any sports. So let's dig into it and start. So I'm gonna follow this guy here, CJ. Look at him, he looks nice and strong and tall. 35-minute workout starting right now. All right, so now it's gonna go this way. Turn the volume up.
Hello everyone, my name is CJ and welcome to our class. So today we have an introduction cycling class. The maximum pedal frequency in the class is gonna reach 80 and the maximal pedal resistance is gonna be 3. We're about to consume about 176 calories, cover the distance of 8.3 kilometers in 35 minutes. So we're going to start with a light warm-up, then we're going to slowly start our cycling workout, and all the details I'm going to tell you during the workout itself. After the workout, we're going to do the little stretching, okay? So let's get ready for the workout. Make sure you can prepare some water if you want. You can drink a little bit during the workout, or if you don't need anything, just put on your workout clothes and enjoy, alright? So first move, we're going to start with our feet. First move, put your hands on your waist and do the tiptoe move, just like that. Go up and get down.
I'm already warmed up for the sake of it. Let's do it again.
Go down slowly.
And stretch those calves.
Slowly. Faster and slowly. You can speed up a little bit. Well done. Okay, now we're going to move to the heel move. So you put all the pressure of your body on your heels.
If you need balance, hold on to the bar if you need
Keep the
to.
balance. Very good.
We're going to do one foot at a time if you need to. So you don't do what I just did. So you can do one, alternating one.
The next one, we're going to put the pressure of our body on the sides of your feet. Just like that.
So be careful doing that you don't over-evert.
Remember, the cycling training is altogether 35 minutes. So you need to make sure you're warmed up and ready to go. Well done.
Again, you can hold on to something again if you need to for balance purpose.
Okay, the next one, we're going to warm up our quads. So first, you can start with the left leg.
Same, you can hold on to the bar if you need to. And pull that knee in toward your thigh.
You can put on your body.
Put your hand on your body, on the bar.
Pull your body back a little bit.
Or you can just hold on to the bar if you need to.
Right
And then
foot.
switch side.
Right hand holding
You
right
can go
foot.
forward and back.
Left hand on your body.
And pull that leg that's bent in toward the other one. Put your hand on your hip. And if you need to, release your arm at the back.
Well done. The next ones are...
And now nicely stretched. So as I did earlier here to grab the back, you stay in that position so you can hold on to something, or when you're stable, you let go.
Okay, hold
And
it.
bring your hip,
Maintain the
your
balance.
knee up as high as you can,
Good job. Now
and
change.
down. And switch side again, hold on something if you need to, then let go.
Change.
Pull into your chest, the knee, shoulder blades down, and neck nice and elongated. You have that imaginary string pulling the top of your crown up towards the sky.
And rest. Slowly put your foot down.
And
Okay.
down slowly.
Next one, let's warm up our back. So, put your feet close to each other, but not too close. Lean forward about 45 degrees. Spread your hands to the side.
And thumbs up,
Pull out your
okay?
thumbs.
Head
Pull your
neutral
arms back.
and lift up with your arms.
Very good. Now stretch your arms.
And do the same with your arms straight.
and do dynamic moves upwards.
Up, your fingers, your thumb pointing up toward the sky.
Well done.
Head neutral. Elongate again through the crown of your head.
Move your thumbs to the side.
Thumbs forward. Arms forward and thumbs pointing up, and you do the same thing. So my knees are slightly bent, they're not locked. You have your extension.
Well done,
And that's good.
You just finished the warm-up. Now we're about to get on the
Keep a little bit more
cycling
moving
machine.
on your shoulder blades.
What you need to know, the seat must be same level with your hip. So as soon as you adjust the seat
But right,
correctly,
my legs are longer than my torso.
as soon as you get
Hop
on the
on,
bike,
make sure you have your
you can see the rest of the
cage
strap
or
on the
whatever it's
pedal.
called here for your feet is properly secured.
Need to
And the
make
shoe
sure
is going in properly.
They're comfortable, not too tight.
You don't want it too tight, as he said. Please confirm what I said. Not too tight is better. And then make sure you have the
Okay.
fabric piece here in through the loop, and you start pedaling.
Make sure you feel comfortable. Okay, so let's get ready. 3, 2, 1. Alright. So let's adjust the resistance.
There you
to
go,
2.
now at 2.
The speed is
So I know my machine is
60.
working because
Okay,
it's
the speed
telling me
is
I'm at
60.
2.
Not too fast, not too slow.
And I want to be at 60.
Find your
So
speed,
I'm at
find your
60
tempo.
now.
We're going to do it for 90 seconds. 90. 1 minute 30 seconds.
You can go straight. You don't have to
Your
hold on
tempo,
to the
don't go too fast.
handle if you don't want to.
We're just getting into the workout mood. Well done, you're doing great. 50 seconds to go. Good job, you're doing great. Seconds to go. Let's get our muscles activated.
By using your arms and leaving them on your thigh, you're actually moving your whole body and you're freeing it from tension that could happen and tighten even more so than anything your neck. So I'm going a bit faster here as I'm chatting.
4,
Let's stick to the routine here.
Alright, now we have in 2 minutes. The pedal frequency goes to 65, same resistance, 2.
This is pretty cool. It's connecting, giving me all this feedback I need
It feels quite relaxing, but the speed goes
to
higher.
follow the coach here.
Your goal is just to maintain the tempo. Make sure that the speed, the pedal frequency doesn't go high too much.
Make sure you breathe. Nice deep slow breath. In and out through your nose.
Done. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go.
We're already at almost 9 minutes into this workout, so this should be going fairly quickly.
So during the workout, you can enjoy music, you can watch the movie. If you have a training partner, you can talk to a friend. Why not? Just control breathing. Make sure your body stays hydrated because cardio workout requires more water to drink, right? To maintain the electrolyte level in your body. 25 seconds to go.
If you're only planning to do indoor cycling like this and you don't have, practicing for competition or being outdoor where you have to be aerodynamic and being here, then just be in your more comfortable positions, which here is better for your hips. It puts less stress on your neck and your hips.
We're about to go to the next movement. 3, 2, Okay, now we have 90 seconds. The resistance goes to 1. Speed goes up to 70. The pedal frequency goes to 70. So the resistance went down, so it feels easier to ride the bike now. Just relax and enjoy it, right? Nice and relaxing. You have 5 more seconds to go.
And it keeps reminding you every so often if you go above, if you change your resistance to keep it at 1. There's a reason for that right now because soon we're going to be in the aerobic
Resistance is 1. Speed goes
resistance.
down to 70.
This is good on my shoulders, my wrist, my elbows, my arm, and my torso moving back and forth, as opposed to only putting the stress through the hips as you're holding on to the bar. If you're used to it and you're fine with it, by all means do that because that's what you need to do when you're out there moving
Slightly higher, but you cannot go lower than that.
on the actual road. But for the purpose of this, if that's the only way you're going to be cycling, you don't have to be. You can mix it up, but
4,
it's not
3, 2, 1.
necessary.
Okay, now we rest a little bit. Minimal resistance 1. We have 1 minute. The speed is 55. Pedal frequency 55.
55.
Just breathe. Rest.
Because on that breath work he's talking about.
30 more seconds to go.
Now we each step at 55 RPM. Next to the resistance, okay.
3, 2, 1. Okay, now we have acceleration. Resistance go up to 2.
Okay, it's 2 now. Just was giving me a bit of a heads up here in the,
70.
and now we're going back up to 70. This is 2.
So maintain the
Now we're in the aerobic state. Because we're probably going to intensify the RPM and the resistance, or the resistance still at the 70, which I should be at.
While you're doing cycling exercises, don't
There you
turn
go.
your back. Keep your back straight.
And back straight as he's saying, head in neutral. Often, you know, when you're going in the drop down, your head is up. It's not great for your neck. Go for shoulder blades down.
We have 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute to go. Remember, our goal is to maintain the right posture. So all of your indoor cycling will be done properly and correctly. Right, 30 seconds to go. seconds. Maintain the pace. Keep up the speed. Well done, my friends. 15 seconds to go. You can do it. Don't stop.
Now we're gonna go back down to 1.
Nice, relaxed indoor cycling. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we have 90 seconds. Resistance goes down to 1. The pedal frequency is 75. 75.
And we go up to 75 instead of 70.
So now it feels more relaxing, right? Minimal resistance, higher frequency. Okay, 55 seconds to go.
And feel how your feet are doing in your legs, that you're pushing the same from left to right. Push them. Don't drive the momentum of the wheel spinning with just your right side or just your left side. Try and really engage both sides. You will feel one side wants to do the work. Usually if you're right-handed, the right side wears, the left-handed, the left side wears, the left side dominant. So try and really engage both sides. I caught myself pushing more with my right leg because I'm right-handed.
Getting better every day, my friends. Let's go.
Really work that left side if you are not as dominant with that side. Now we're gonna move up to a level 3
Uphill, get ready.
because we're going a bit more uphill.
And 3, 2, 1. All right, now we have 150 seconds. Resistance goes up to 3. The pedal frequency is 80.
And now we're going up to 80.
Control your breathing. Okay, don't stop. Maintain the
Pushing
posture.
with that non-dominant leg. Make sure you
Look at the tempo.
use it as much as you use your dominant
You're doing
thigh
great. Don't
or
stop.
side of your
Keep going.
body. Now pay attention when you do the resistance thing. When we were at 2 earlier, I barely brought it to 2. So while I was doing that minute or 2, whatever it was, we did at 2 resistance. It dropped back down to 1, but it was really very close to 2. So once you reach to that next resistance he tells you to, don't just stop it right there. Spin it. Just one more crank up so that you really are in that resistance, not at the end of that end range of the resistance. Because they are 100 speed, it's not, you know, within the 2, within the 1, there's a little bit of variations. Didn't catch what he was saying, so I gotta pay attention. Not sure what he wants us to be at right now.
You're doing perfectly.
I guess I must be right. So one way you know, even though it doesn't say like the resistance, you track.
Great job. Don't stop.
It tells you because if you're in green over here, that means that you're at the right number.
25 seconds to go.
So I'm too high actually. It's only supposed to be 80 and I'm trying to go 85 and plus.
20
So,
seconds. We're about to get some rest, so do your best, my friend. Don't stop.
there you go, 80 is the right one.
Just do it. 5 seconds to go.
And if you go too high, it will go red. If you go too low, it will go yellow.
Rest, my friend.
Now we go back down to a 1.
Minimal resistance, 1. The pedal frequency
Not a 4, a 1.
65.
There you go. That's gonna feel easy. 65, you said.
Nice
So
and
I'm
easy.
still too high. I'm low. 2 more. There we go. So between, around 65, 66 when you're around there. Very good.
65.
65. It's really hard to stay at the right number he's saying.
In total, so just enjoy your rest. You deserve it. You did a great job, my friend. 1 minute to go. 1 minute. After that, we're going to the next stage of our workout. So we need to make sure we are ready to do it. Are you ready? Of course you are. To go.
I've already been on here for 20 minutes.
Let's get ready.
21 minutes now.
15 seconds on the clock.
Kind of hot in here because I don't have the air conditioning going, so I have some windows open, but it's very minimal air breeze. Now we're gonna go back up to 3.
Let's push the pace.
And we're gonna go to
3. Pedal frequency 80. We're about to do it for 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Okay, for 3 minutes.
You maintain the speed.
At 80.
Pedal frequency 80.
We already did 9+ kilometers.
Cannot be less than that. Stay there. 80. Let's go, you can do it.
I have to say my toes are getting sore with these shoes. So don't lift your toes, push them down into the pedals.
Make sure you don't curl your back because the workout time is quite long enough. Make sure you maintain the right posture.
Nice and straight.
And keep on going.
Yes, you would like me to be over here, but I am going to be here because I don't want to tighten up my hip flexors anymore or get my neck in anymore or leaning forward. As I do that so much all day long with my work, my career.
90 seconds. Keep up the pace. Come on.
I don't want to do that on my days as well. I am not working. So know what works for you, because one says something doesn't mean it's what you need to do. Sometimes just weigh the pros and cons, your situation, circumstance, your age, your whatever you're going through at whatever time it is you're doing something that you're using a coach for. Talk with your coach. Over 10 kilometers, amazing. At 23, almost 24 minutes in. So about another 10 minutes.
30
and
seconds.
we're done.
Go. Almost done, almost done. Well done, good job. Perfect technique. I like it. And 5, 4 hand in front, left hand pushing the right hand. Okay. Shake your hands. Now let's change. Let's go. Left hand in front, right hand behind. Push.
Okay, that's the one he wants to do. So here we're stretching. The bottom arm is being stretched here.
Don't push too hard.
But you're kind of doing both. You can even get your All of your fingers getting a stretch, even your thumb.
Well done. Shake your hands. Now let's go to your shoulders, okay? So left hand in front.
Left
right
hand in
arm
front,
is controlled
and
by
then you
left hand.
stretch your right arm across. So drop that shoulder down when you do this. Don't let your shoulder go up, and then stretch across it. But see what I'm doing? Drop down here. You're not bringing your shoulder up. Drop it down and across.
Okay, relax. Change.
Shake it. Left arm across, right arm in front of the left shoulder, and drop that shoulder down here and across.
Don't use too much power yet. Just a little bit.
Just enough to feel a little stretch, but like you said, no need to go or release. I like to have my thumb pointing up toward the sky
Okay, let's relax your arms.
and
Now
shake.
let's go to your legs. Let's start with your left leg.
Again, you can hold onto the bar and pull your left leg in toward the right side. Let go if you can for balance. Put your hand on your hips if you want,
Stretch after the workout.
just to stretch. And
This is
keep
a
your
good training.
good posture.
Stretch after it. So next time we can continue.
The bottom knee is slightly bent as opposed to hyperextended. And slowly bring your leg down. And now switch to the other side. I bring my leg forward to reach my foot. And I tuck my right leg in toward the left. My left knee, which is on the floor, is slightly bent at the knee. And I'm trying to keep my knee tracking in front of my foot. So my hip, knee and ankle are tracking forward. Slowly let go of the leg.
The purpose of the course was to do the proper cycling posture while doing the indoor workout. So today the maximum pedal frequency reached 80, the maximum resistance reached 3. We covered about 8.3 kilometers in 35 minutes and burned about 173
For
calories.
8.3 kilometers, I did 13.
Thank
That
you
went
for coming to
faster.
my class. I hope I'll see you next time. This is Coach CJ and wish you have a good day. Bye bye.
Bye, CJ. Thanks for the help. All right, so what do you think of that workout? Was that cool or what? That was pretty good. So this is what I did, finishing the training, beginner 35 minutes, 212 calorie I did. I pedaled at an average frequency of 95, maximum resistance 5. Oh, okay. So I somehow did go up to a 5 because I didn't want to crank it up just slightly more than when I was at the 4. Because we did go to go to a 3, so I don't know why max resistance is a 5 here, but max pedal frequency is 87, and kilometers I've done is almost 14 kilometers in the 31 minutes and 25 seconds. So that's my workout for today that I did on Sunday, July the 9th. So there you go, I'm HBBS1. Sophie here, the water fairy, our latest video on YouTube at Long Point Biosphere, which is a UNESCO site, and I love that place. We may go back later this summer. And there you go. So thank you very much for joining me today on another episode of Healthy Body by Sophie. Until next time, you have yourself a wonderful rest of your day. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Namaste.